Greetings, hello, and welcome. My name is Professor Andrew Paluch. I am a member of the faculty of the Department of Chemical, Paper, and Biomedical Engineering here at Miami University, and I've been a member of the faculty here since 2013. I absolutely love being here. I absolutely love working here. I absolutely love interacting with all of our students. I would say the one thing I like best about working here at Miami is the personal instruction which we deliver. I love teaching classes where I get to know everybody and know their names. I love the frequency with which students visit me outside of class in my office so I get to know them better. I love working alongside undergraduates in my research laboratory. I love helping students their entire time here, and I love seeing them after they've completed their course of studies at commencement. And I'm thrilled that you'll be joining here. I'm sad that I'm not able to be there with you in person, but very much look forward to getting to know you while you're here at Miami. So the purpose of this presentation is I've been asked just to talk briefly about the department, go over some of the offerings of the department and some of the opportunities available to you. So as I said, right, this is the Department of Chemical, Paper, and Biomedical Engineering, okay, and as I also mentioned, right, one of the things I see special about the department is the personal nature of the department, right? And so the faces I have appearing here, right, are some important people that you should get to know, or you will get to know while you're here, namely Dr. Dewan, who is the Chief Departmental Advisor, Dr. Hone, who is our Department Chair, and Mrs. Edwards, who's our Department Administrative Assistant. Besides these three wonderful people, who I'm sure you will get to know and interact with a lot throughout your studies here. Also, keep in mind one thing that separates, especially the College of Engineering here at Miami from many others, is you will be assigned an academic advisor. Your academic advisor will be a member of the faculty. So, for example, I have about 40 advisees that are free to come and meet with me personally about academic advising, internships, and the like. So you too will be assigned an advisor from the faculty who's here to help you throughout your time here at Miami. Okay. This is the Department of Chemical, Paper, and Biomedical Engineering. Okay, and so historically, we were founded as a paper engineering department. In fact, the entire college has roots in paper. Okay, that has since evolved to chemical engineering. Okay, and so we offer A-Beta accredited degrees in chemical engineering and bioengineering. Okay, the first one being chemical engineering. When I think of chemical engineering, the typical student is that student that liked chemistry, physics, math, and has a knack for problem solving. All right, so I really enjoyed chemistry, physics, and math, and problem solving in high school. Chemical engineering is the perfect fit. Traditional jobs we think of with chemical engineers are those in process engineering. And so, we would be the people that would take, say, synthesis reactions designed by a chemist in a lab bench and scale them up for industrial scale processes. Okay, but there's also plenty of other applications available. Again, think of someone that likes chemistry, physics, math. Those are skills that are suited for wide ranges of other applications. Maybe you go on to become a material scientist working for NASA or the Air Force. The opportunities are endless. We've even had students come through our department, major in chemical engineering, and ultimately go on to medical school and law school. All right? And so that problem solving, in addition to those STEM skills, are incredibly valuable and important. We also offer an A-Beta accredited degree in bioengineering. Bioengineering is very broad. If I think about what I just said about chemical engineering, I might also then just add, biology or biochemistry to the mix, right? So they're going to be, students that like, not only chemistry, physics, and math, but also biochemistry and biology, enjoy problem solving, and possibly problem solving as related to physical systems. And so bioengineering covers a very broad field, could be developing novel bioinstrumentation, prosthetics, biomedical devices, or you could also become, say, a bioprocess engineer in which you make large-scale pharmaceutical products. All right, so there the opportunities are again endless. We also see a large number of students that major in bioengineering and ultimately go on to medical school. So within our department, as I've already mentioned, we offer ABET accredited degrees in chemical engineering and bioengineering, which are the first two listed here. We also offer opportunities so the college as a whole offers a major in environmental management, or not environmental management, engineering management. Okay, so if you're interested in, say, math, physics, and problem solving, but maybe you want to see yourself more on the managerial side of things, right? Engineering management may be the path for you. Okay, so this is a college level program. Within our department, we help support and offer specializations in environmental engineering and also paper science. Okay, so these would be students that have a knack for more of the managerial side of things, with a focus in environmental engineering and paper science. We also offer a master's program in chemical and biomedical engineering. And so there's opportunities, if you get involved in research and are interested in graduate school, in which you could also complete a 4+1 program and earn that master's degree before you graduate as well. In addition to our majors, we offer a number of minors. And so listed below here, we offer minors in bioengineering, chemical engineering, and environmental engineering. And then what I have boxed in are two that I kind of think of as being special, is a minor in paper engineering and process control. Okay, and so we'll look at paper engineering a little bit on the next slide. But as I said, the college was originally founded by the local paper industries, and our department was originally a paper engineering program. Okay, and so I will point out paper engineering. And so what this minor is typically suited for is students that major in chemical engineering but want to pick up a minor in paper, so a specialization in paper. And paper engineering is special because we have a paper science and engineering foundation in the department, which supports students via scholarships, helping them secure internships and jobs, and is just an overall great support system. Process control essentially originated out of the Paper Science Foundation, but is also well suited for bioengineers. And so when you think about process control, you can essentially just think about the local push for Industry 4.0, right? Industry 4.0 is about automating our industrial processes, right? So process automation, processing of big data, and the like. And so process control is really, a minor that's aimed at preparing our majors to be major contributors in this, Industry 4.0 revolution. It is suited for both chemical and bioengineering students. And it's another program which kind of falls under the umbrella of the Paper Science and Engineering Foundation, in which there are scholarship opportunities available. And then also the foundation is there that can help within that realm with regards to internships and ultimately employment. And so again, the paper engineering minor is motivated by the Paper Science and Engineering Foundation that we house here in the department. They are great in that they support students, both in terms of supporting students. They'll give you encouragement while you're here. We'll form a great support group for you. But also there are internships available, or they'll help place you with internships, can help you with job placement post-graduation, and the like. And so these students typically go on to very successful careers and have a really high job placement. And so if you are a chemical engineer, I would strongly encourage you to think about paper science, maybe have that conversation with your department or with your advisor, and go and talk to the foundation early on after you arrive here at Miami. Okay, and then what's highlighted is, again, process control falls under the umbrella of the foundation. Okay, it's not necessarily paper related. Think Industry 4.0, process automation, processing of big data. All right, and so these are jobs which are equally applicable to bioengineering. Right, and if you're a bioengineering major, you could pick up a process control minor, and then through the foundation, scholarships are available and help in terms of securing internships and employment. Okay. The next topic we'll briefly touch on are study abroad programs, right? And so your study abroad program, or why you might study abroad, is it's essentially your one and only opportunity to double dip, right? And so most study abroad programs are going to be 6 credit hours abroad, and so it's great in that you get this great global experience. And where they can be unique is if you were to pursue, say, a chemical engineering-led or a CPB-led study abroad program in which you take, say, 6 credit hours of CPB classes required for your major, they'll actually double dip in that they'll count for both your major requirements, but then they'll also satisfy that 6 credit hours of Miami Plan Global Perspective requirement. And so study abroads can be valuable in both the global experience and an opportunity to double dip. And so our department has 2 that are offered fairly regularly. So the first is one that's led by Dr. Yosefi, which is a study abroad program in Austria. And so typically she offers thermodynamics and engineering economics courses there. So those are required of both chemical and bioengineers. And so this would be something you would likely take after your second year. Okay. Dr. Keller offers a program more geared towards our paper science students, and it's offered every other winter. But they go to Austria, Germany, Slovenia, and Italy, and they actually take, it's their paper making class, so it's a 400-level paper science course in addition to some other electives. There have been other study abroad programs that have popped up in CPB, but these 2 are the ones that have been offered most frequently. And so, for example, Dr. Lavani has led a study abroad in India. There's been a study abroad in China proposed by Dr. Kerr. I've personally proposed a study abroad in Rio de Janeiro. Right? And so, there are other opportunities that come up. These 2 have been fairly regular. And even beyond CPB, you can always look at study abroads in other departments within the College of Engineering and elsewhere in the college. I only mention these as ones being specifically offered by our department or led by our department, and can really lead to some of that, optimizing that double dipping effort. And as I mentioned at the very beginning, one thing that really makes Miami special is this close interaction of faculty and students. So we don't have a PhD program in the department, but I find that to be a nice thing because I have an active research lab. My active research lab is driven by me working with undergraduate students. So if you have an interest in possibly getting involved in research, maybe you have a desire to get into or go on to graduate studies, maybe you're just thinking more that research and development type of career might be the career for you post-graduation. Or you are just excited to get involved in, say, cutting edge research, right? To be kind of on the cutting edge beyond what you learn in your class. There are boundless research opportunities available for you. I would say just look at our website, maybe see if there's a faculty member whose research interests are maybe in line with something that excites you, and reach out to them. I have students as early as first semester of their first year that have begun working with me. So if you like computers, then maybe you want to come spend some time with me. But research could be a great way, even while you're, say, a first semester, first year student, to get involved in a project and really help to build your resume beginning your first semester, right? And these are activities you can do during the academic year. Give yourself something to talk about, say, when you interview for internships or jobs later on. Okay, and I would also like to advertise that I think that in CPB we have the best students in the entire college, and so our students in the past have been incredibly successful, winning prestigious awards both here at the university and nationally, and I would only expect that to continue. Okay, and so, for example, Rachel Olayer and Emily Kuhl, who's are pictured here, were 2 winners of the Provost Student Academic Achievement Award in 2019, which Miami touts as the top academic honor at the university. And then Rachel went on to win an astronaut scholarship this past year, and so here's a picture of her with the astronaut that came to visit and present her with the award. Then besides, all these other activities we've mentioned, we do have professional societies, so student chapters of our professional societies for all the interests mentioned. And so I'm the faculty advisor for our student chapter of the American Institute of Chemical Engineers. We have a student chapter of the Society of Biological Engineers, and Dr. Jones is the advisor for that. We have a student chapter of the Technical Association of the Pulp and Paper Industry, TAPI, and then we also have an Engineers Without Borders chapter. And so EWB would be more in that humanitarian environmental engineering realm. And so a student chapter is great. So again, beginning, say, your first semester of your freshman year, to get involved in a student org with like-minded folks. But I would also, really encourage you to, join one of these societies based on your interest, because they serve as a support group. So, again, I'm the advisor for AICHE, and so, we hold this typically bi-weekly meetings. Membership, it consists of, freshmen all the way up to seniors. And so this is a great opportunity, whereas, issues come up your first year, or even thinking about scheduling your second semester, which section of this course I should take. You have, these students in the org that you can ask a lot of these questions to. You can, reach out to for guidance and advice. And it's just an overall fantastic support group. I will even advertise in AICHE. This past year we held tutoring hours, and we would expect to do the same, right? And so, they're more than just kind of that student org. So AICHE, we do have a design project. We do talk about professional related things, but it's also just a fantastic support system, right? And I would say that about any one of these. And so I would also encourage you to think about joining one of these professional societies after you begin here in the fall, okay? And typically early on in the semester, the university will hold a mega fair in which all of these orgs will be there and be represented, and will be an opportunity for you to link up with them. Okay, so I was told to keep this short, and so hopefully that gives you, at least a brief overview of what the department is and what we have to offer. Again, I would encourage you that if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to any of the faculty in the department. We're here to help you, and we want you to be successful. And so anything we can do, by all means, just let us know. Again, I am, very sorry I can't be there with you in person, but if there's anything I can do to better welcome you, by all means, let me know.